Hi, this is Angela from Soul Tarot. Welcome to your weekly energy reading for the 22nd to 28th of February 2021. I'm going to go straight into what the energy is going to be for this week. And I feel with the end of the astrological year, with the sun in Pisces, there's definitely a feeling of things culminating, things that we've hung on to for that period of time. We're going to let go of. And it might just be we're not letting go of the person, but more about the hold of the situation on us. And I'll go into that because there is a card that actually reflects that as well. But I just feel like, there's a lot of full moon energy, but this one I feel is very healing, especially because it's in Pisces. But the other thing that I'm seeing for this week for the energies are that we're going to be looking a little bit more at whether we are sort of maybe being a little bit hard on ourselves. And, that is a message that has come through last week as well. I'm pretty sure we talked about that as also, because it is something that, with this isolation, so much isolation, we've had so much time to think. And I think in some ways we've gotten into some habits here that are talking about, things that we need to break again. It's okay to look into our navel and navel gaze, but we also then need to move ourselves forward again. And we've done that as a collective a lot. So these are very beautiful energies this week. I feel very healing, very empowering energies. As I said, the 27th of February, we've got the full moon in Virgo. And I just feel like this is about you taking care of your body and your mind. And you could be attracted to a cleanse, whether you have a spa, whether you get massages, foot spas, go for more swims. But I just think that this is going to actually be quite an easy full moon and just remind you actually how powerful you are. So I'm just feeling less tension. I just feel like this is going to be kind of a feminine healing full moon. All right, I'm going to go into each card. Card 1, we've got the you and your loved ones are safe. A new moon in Cancer. Now, the Cancer is always representative of our emotions. It's ruled by the moon, and it always represents, Cancer is very much about family, and it's very nurturing. You can expect a bit of a more of a focus on your relationships with your loved ones with this card, and also within yourself, just how do you feel about yourself. So you'll be quite in touch with that. There's some kind of new start happening in your private life. So it could be a rising up of past connections, or places that you hold dear. It could just be a rising of your current connections too. So it could be family related, it could be a flatmate, it could be that you're moving house. There may be a need. Cancer is obviously very emotional, so at times those little insecurities can come up as well. So if that means that you're stopping someone getting a bit closer to you, you just look into those doubts that you have about why they can't move closer. And if you've been neglecting yourself, this is a good time to take better care. As I mentioned before, it's very cleansing full moon. So if you need water, this can give you some peace, some answers about your relationships and how you feel. I think, I'm the sort of person that will spend time during the day doing things, but also being. Like, that means quiet, being quiet. And it's critical, really. Even if you have a family and you've got young kids, even just just leave the housework half an hour, just go for a walk, just get really quiet wherever you sit on a meditation bed. But this is a really good time for that too. Of course, as I mentioned before, being with loved ones, if you're feeling a bit disconnected too, that can make you feel better and lift up your spirits if you feel like you've been neglecting them. Right, so this is the full moon in Virgo card. You are good enough. Could be that you're being a little bit too humble, a little bit like you're underrating yourself somehow. That can be the energy of this card. So that you could be going too far, you know, with humility. But you can take a look again. You know, the full moons are good about reflecting on the past period, and being the last full moon in this astrological year. You could look at whether you've been critical with yourself or second guessed yourself, or what's working in your life, what isn't. You know, maybe you're investing too much in a career or relationship that isn't giving you much back in return. So it could make you question yourself. It could make you feel you're not good enough. Why is that happening? Why am I feeling this way? So, you know, so this is a really good time to have a look at that situation, that investment, you know, that you're overgiving perhaps, or, you know, but just being really honest, getting that balance back a little bit. You could also be trying to obtain a practical result to an emotional situation. So it's asking you to kind of let go of doing that and let things just kind of take its course. And I just feel like when you let go, that's really going to help you. But primarily, you know, this is about changing your focus about you know, your beliefs about whether you're good enough or not good enough, and, you know, ask yourself why you are giving so much, if you are overgiving, or if something is making you feel that way. Okay, the last one, this is the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I believe that this is, you know, full moon in Capricorn. It's ruled by Saturn. What can I say? I've talked about Saturn so many times. It's the planet of hard work and lessons. So there's still effort that's needed here, but maybe it's needed in another direction. Maybe you need to pull out the stops when it comes to a professional career in another direction, right? It could be, you know, maybe you've pulled back from corporate. Now you're building a, you know, a new business of your own. Maybe it means that you've got to start feeling like you're really going to move that forward. And then what are those plans are you going to make? Sometimes we could just get a bit too comfortable, even in a really uncomfortable situation. So whether you're going to ask yourself to stay in a job or leave, it could be time to exit if you're starting to think about moving in a different direction. You know, on your next stage of professional growth. So I just feel this is more about work-related matters. So that's the focus more with this one. If this doesn't resonate and you think it's more about personal situation, it could be that you're feeling hopeless, and it's a good idea to make a plan, because, you know, Saturn's very good about planning and putting in the hard yards. Which will then lead you into a more positive direction. So, you know, rather than waiting on something or someone, move yourself forward if you're not feeling that things are happening. Just move yourself forward in a direction. You know, there's no need to wait on anyone or anything. It's better use of your time if you're just thinking of you, okay? So I think that's about it. That's all I have for this week. Short but sweet. And I hope that has given you some clarity for the week ahead. A thumbs up if this resonated for you. Share, comment, subscribe. And just be reminded, this is a general reading. So if you want more clarity about your personal situation, please reach out to me on Soul Tarot with Angela on Facebook, or on soultarot.co on my website. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to reading to you again next week. Bye for now.